Hello everybody, it's Chrissy from Chrissy's Beautiful Life, and I'm here to kick off the letter C that we're doing collections with, and I'm just going to pull out my collection here. So for the first take, the goal here is going to be to use a collection in full. Now, there's been a couple things. First off, I've had a bunch of people say, I don't actually buy things in full collections or in a collection, so I won't be able to participate. Hold on. Yes, you absolutely can. That will be next week's thing. But I just want to say, as a general rule, this is just for you to be inspired by something and have fun. So if something else triggers you to create something else because of this challenge in a way, please just go with it. There are no rules to this. It's all just for fun. So I wanted to start off by saying that. But I will say I will address that next week, so just hang tight. So for today, I had one little thing about how if you're using a collection and if you are like me where you tend to be a white cardstock or a cardstock base scrapper, it's again, there's really no rules. That's fine. Absolutely grab in your cardstock, no worries. If you create a layout and you accidentally add something that's not from the collection, that is okay too. Honestly, it's all about you just kind of getting into your stash and using your stuff. So I am not too much of a stickler for rules. So do not worry about any of that. Now, when it comes to using collections, there's a few different things that you can do and focus on. Now, I only have 4 pieces of pattern paper and some ephemera. There's way more to a collection normally. There's thickers and other things. So you'd have more variety. Now, I don't have that, which is fine with me because I chose not to. Vicki Boutin is, as I mentioned, a little intimidating to me. So I just kind of got a small little dose of it to help me create. You could start by just focusing in on the paper and creating a layout that is very paper heavy. I have a very, I have an idea to fussy cut out these hearts and create a layout with it. I'm not sure that I want it to be exclusively within the kit, so that's not going to be this week's layout, but that is an option. Fussy cut out the pattern paper to use them as embellishments if you don't have embellishments. Really easy. With dual sides, just tear it. Tear the part that you want so you can use both sides. That will help you get the most bang for your buck. And then the same thing with use this and create a page, create a pocket page. Go ahead and just make a one-page pocket page with some of the cut aparts and some of the ephemera in your photos. That would be a really easy way to use a collection if this is outside your comfort zone. I know a lot of us like to mix our collections. This creating within just a kit on its own, or a collection on its own, this is outside my comfort zone. I like to mix it up more, but that's why I'm doing it first, so that I challenge myself. Same thing, I have done a layout where I cut this same type of thing out and made a layout about my daughter, and it's really easy. You can cut and layer some of the colors on top of each other, or use the back. There's multiple ways to go ahead and use the paper in different ways. Make a grid with it so you get the most pattern paper on a layout. Whatever works for you. So that is one option there. You could just deal with paper. The other option is the complete opposite. Say you don't actually have paper from a collection or not enough to do anything with, but you have a whole bunch of ephemera because you've been hoarding it because you loved it so much or you weren't sure how to use it. Another way to go ahead and do that would just simply be to spread out your ephemera. If it's big pieces, which is why you're struggling with it, make a grid within the collection of ephemera and just let your photo be there. So here's an example. I would probably do like a frame layout here. I might take out this black because that's a lot of black for one layout, but you could go like that and like that. And let's see, is there something else here? So, and there's a whole bunch of different frames. I think this must be a frame ephemera pack, but you could definitely just kind of go like this. Photo, journaling, maybe you could layer a couple more embellishments here, title, and bam, you'd have a layout. So there's tons and tons of different ways to use collections to your advantage without going outside of them. So I am going to go ahead and post this so you kind of get an idea. I have a ton of ephemera to work with. So I think I have a bunch of like tags and bigger pieces, journaling pieces, along with just the normal ephemera, the flowers and stuff. So I have a ton to work with. I'm going to kind of go through it, figure out what I want to do, and I will have a layout up for you either later on today or tomorrow. So thanks. I cannot wait to see what everyone else is creating for their collection series for the letter C. Again, the link for the Facebook group will be below if you haven't joined. Please feel free to do so. You absolutely do not have to share if you are not comfortable sharing your work in public form like that. But there are a bunch of extremely talented ladies that are sharing. Lots of inspiration. People have popped up questions and we've been able to kind of group help solve questions, which has been a lot of fun. And it's not to take away from any other Facebook group. It's not, you can post it something that has to do with this challenge with something else. There's no rules. It's all just for fun. So join us there if you would so like to. And other than that, I'll see you soon. Bye.